Enhance your experience by becoming a supporting member. Gain access to unseen videos and video requests. 3-day free trial by visiting zionmembership.com. Those ones. Empaths. This narcissist that was involved in your life was mesmerized by you. They watched, they waited, and they planned before you even really knew them. You know, when they first discovered you, they watched you, they studied you, and they done certain temperament checkers on you, assessing you, seeing that you're the perfect candidate to offer them the supply that they were after. You see, they were in search for a supply like yours for a long time. They were in search for that supply source that you have, you know, for a long time. They were on the lookout for that. And they finally discovered it, and that's why they were mesmerized. So they watched you, they waited, they planned their attack, you know. They always, you know, even though they admired you and they were fond of you, deep down they always wanted to destroy you, you know, and somehow convert that positive, loving, caring, beautiful supply source into something nasty and wicked and twisted. They wanted to mess your head up. They wanted to mess your heart up, right? They wanted to convert that energy source, that supply source, right? So they always had that in mind, and that's what they always planned to do to you. They always planned for this that's happened at the end. Remember, narcissists are premeditated. They're very premeditated. They premeditate, they plan, they ruminate severely. They suffer with severe rumination. You know? So they knew what they had to do to win you over. So they put on their mask and love bombed you and made your boundaries come down and your walls come down, or perhaps you didn't even have any boundaries up to begin with, you know, because you were innocent. You wasn't aware of narcissistic abuse like you are now. You wasn't aware that creatures like this exist in the world, so you were being free-spirited and loving and caring towards them, you see? And they'd always watch you, and they'd be mesmerized and amazed at how you could provide this potent supply source, you know? They would always watch you. And they were just waiting for that moment, you know, when they were going to start to shift it into something more negative, you know. They were waiting for that moment to drop that bombshell, to make it nasty, you know. Perhaps, sorry. Sorry. Perhaps some subtle devaluation, you know. They thought in their heads that might spice things up a bit. They add in a bit of devaluation. So after the intensive love bomb that they give you, they add in some devaluation, you know. Could be a comment about your character or your appearance or the ways that you do things or the way that you speak, or could have been something else, you know. Just some form of devaluation they might have added in, right? And they done this to you, and then they watched you again to see how they assessed how you responded to the devaluation. And a lot of the times, the victim of narcissistic abuse, it will go over their heads. This devaluation, you might remember it now when you look back in retrospect. You might be able to pinpoint the exact time that some devaluation happened, right? But a lot of the times when these nasty traits start to come out of the narcissist involved in your life, they go over your head because you're so intertwined in the love bomb that it doesn't really affect you that much. It takes you back a little bit, but you don't really know how to feel, you know? So, and you're addicted to the love bomb, and you're getting trauma bonded now. It's where the trauma bond takes place, because they're abusing you and loving you, and they're combining the two, and you're becoming trauma bonded to them. You know? So they wait, you know? They watch you and wait. They keep waiting, and they add in more. And over time, gradually it becomes worse and worse and worse and worse. And the once loving, caring relationship that you thought you was in is basically non-existent, you know? And they planned this the whole time. They knew someone like yourself they would be able to get copious amounts of supply from. Innumerable amounts of supply from. Right? They knew this about you. From the get-go, from the jump, from the very moment they met you, they knew you were the person that would be able to offer the supply source that they were after. But remember, like I heard from someone, they said to me, a friend said to me, that a negative supply they like more than positive supply. You see? So that's why I'm saying they always planned for this bitter end. They always planned to try and destroy you. You know? People say narcissists don't love. They do love. They love in an obsessive kind of way. And they love to destroy. That's the difference. A genuine type of love is the love for the other and care for the other. But in their minds, their love is a love to destroy. You know? That's their version of love. A warped version of love. You know? It's still love nonetheless. It's a sick and twisted version of love. But that's what they planned to do. They wanted to destroy you. They've always wanted to destroy you. You know? It's sad. It's sad when you realize that someone that you cared about, someone that you trusted, someone that you put so much effort into, ultimately just wanted to destroy you. You know? Thing is, though, what you have to take into account, what you really have to take into account, is this narcissist that was involved in your life would have stayed around you forever. There were things in you, in the way you acted, in the way you behaved, in your resilience, in your determination, that deterred them from staying around you. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It'll take 2 seconds of your time. It will help with the algorithm. Just like this video has been shown to you, it can be shown to someone else. Thank you. But just remember, like, you had resilience in you. As much as they were abusing you, you had resilience that deterred them from seeing you as someone to keep by their side therein. You see, they thought at the beginning, right, they can, you know, they planned to seal and keep you stuck, right? But eventually they realized that there were things about you that they couldn't change. There were ways about you that they couldn't change. They couldn't control you the way they wanted to. They wanted to control you more and more and more and more and more and more. Obsessed in their minds, becoming deranged. These dusty weirdos wanted complete fundamental control over your heart, mind, and soul, and they couldn't get it. That's what you need to take into an account. So you don't need to be sad about the exit of the narcissist that was involved in your life. You don't need to be sad about it. A lot of the times, they've done this. They've gone on with new supplies to make you jealous, to punish you. They've run out on you. They've cheated on you. They've lied to you. They've done these things, and they've made it apparent that they are a menace, right? Because otherwise they would have tried their best to keep the mask on, you know? They would have tried their best to keep the mask on. Sometimes they rip the mask off and just expose themselves. Other times the exposure of the mask, you know, what's really beneath the masks, comes from them not being able to contain it, you know? But they definitely wanted to try and keep you bound, you know? They did want to keep you bound, and your resilience, your determination, your inability to mold to their way of thinking you know, made them choose other paths. So that's what you need to be proud of. So you don't need to be upset about them leaving you, discarding you, reverse discarding you, becoming so toxic you have to cut them off. You don't need to be worried about any of that, you know. From the get-go, from the jump, this person wanted to lock you down. They wanted to be with you lifelong. You've actually been blessed by not having these individuals in your life lifelong. That's the analysis you need to put on this, and you need to really embrace that. You know, you've been blessed not to have this individual involved in your life lifelong. You've been blessed to just have them for a season, just to have them for a period of time. You know, you don't need these individuals lifelong. The universe and God didn't want these individuals around you lifelong. You know, He wanted them around you for a season, for you to learn, for you to be educated, for you to grow in wisdom. He didn't want them to be around you lifelong. They ultimately wanted to be because of the supply source. And they'll be back knocking for more. You know, they will go. They will try to make you jealous. They will try to punish you. They will go off with new supplies. They will post on their social media or walk down the street in front of your house and try to make you jealous. But they'll come back knocking, because they're never going to find the supply source that they had with you. And deep down, they've known that, you know. They were mesmerized by you at the very beginning. Like I said in the earlier segment, they realized they were searching for someone that can provide a supply source like you provided for a very, very long time. And they're going to be searching to find someone else that can provide a supply source like yours for a very, very long time. And they won't ever find it ever again, because they've become accustomed to the way that you treated them and the way that you used to do things. One thing I want to clarify with you, people get confused about if you was in a relationship with a narcissist involved in your life for X amount of time, but then a new supply is involved with a narcissist for longer, does that mean that that new supply is offering more potent? No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that the new supply is offering more of a potent supply. It means that the narcissist has become desperate and they're clinging to a new supply out of desperation. But the impact you made throughout however long the relationship was, it doesn't matter. The timeline, it doesn't matter. However long you was involved with this narcissist in your life, the impact chosen one and the empath has on them is so tremendous that they won't be able to find a supply source like that again, right? That's just the way it works, you know. You will witness them going on with new supplies and perhaps being with new supplies longer than your relationship lasted. That's okay. You just need to know that you made a tremendous, tremendous impact on them. Something they're never going to be able to find again, you know. And they've known how special you were. The fact of the matter is they just wanted to destroy the very special thing and the very thing that they kind of loved in their warped kind of way, you know. The very thing that they felt a bond with, which was you. You know, they did look at you like an object, but they felt a bond to that object, which was you. They felt close to that object. They felt like they could depend on you. They felt like they you know, you supported them. They just, the mistake they made was trying to destroy the very thing that brought them care and love, you know. That's the mistake that's the mistake they made, you know. But just remember, they watched you from the very beginning and knew that you were this prime grade A source of supply. They waited for the time to add in the devaluation, the abuse, and they planned to destroy you because they wanted to get that negative supply, like the friend said, more than the positive supply. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, or you'd like a one-to-one session, or you'd like to join the Empath end of the month group meeting, you can find the links in the description box. If you'd like to have crisis email support, the link for that is also in the description box. And if you'd like to know more about You Didn't Lose Them, They Lost You, click this video here. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.